In this screencast, we're going to take a look on how to create a graph within Google Sheets. So as you can see, here's the data that we created previously, that data table. And so from this table, I am going to create a graph, or as Google Sheets calls it, a chart. So I'm going to select the data and then go up to Insert and then select Chart. Now, by selecting the data before I go through and insert the chart, Google Sheets automatically takes a look at my data and creates a graph on what it thinks I might want. Okay? So you can see here's the graph that was created, and then right now it's in a line graph, which is great. Perhaps I want something else, so I can go over here to the chart editor. I can click on that drop down, and maybe I wanted a graph that was a column chart, so I can easily change that. But for this example right now, I'll keep it at a line graph. You'll also notice it talks about here the x-axis, the series, which in essence is the y-axis, and it tells me what those are, and that's what I want, because we talked about before that we set up our data table as the independent or x-axis first, and the dependent variable or y-axis second. But perhaps I don't like what I see on my graph. Maybe I want to customize it a little bit more to fit the purposes and the look that I want. And so even though Sheets created one on its own based on the data, I can go through and manipulate that graph and turn it into how I want it to look. And so I can do that right here by clicking on the Customize button. So when I customize, I can select all these different pieces of my graph and change them to make them look the way I want to. So for example, right here on chart style, perhaps I don't like the look of the line. It's too straight, there's too many peaks, and I want it to smooth it out a little bit more so it's more rounded, and so I can smooth out that line a little bit. Maybe I want to change the background color so it corresponds with the colors of my data table. And so here are those two colors that I have, and so I'm going to choose this lighter color. So there's one type of customization that you can do. Another thing is right here is I don't like the title of this. I want to change that a little bit so it reflects exactly what I want it to say. So I can click right here, Chart Axes and Titles. And the one that pops up is the chart title itself, and here's the title that's already there, but I want to change that into rainfall over time, and I want to do that in such a way that I represent what the years are, and so it's from 2000 to 2017. I don't like that so much on the left-hand side, so let's see, I'm going to change the alignment a little bit and just have it look that way, maybe bold it. Now, that's how I like my chart title. And you can see you can keep going through and selecting each one of these to customize your chart. Let's take a look at legend real quick, and here's my legend over here. I really don't need that. I know this is years, and maybe this is rainfall over here, or it is rainfall in inches, so maybe I don't need that. We can go over here and take that out if you don't want to have a legend. So we'll just select none, and that's what it might look like. So again, there is tons of options on here. Take a look at them and change the chart or the graph the way that you want it to. So that's a quick look on how to customize your chart or graph in Google Sheets.